everyone, it's Ivory, and thanks for watching Astral Ivory. Today, once again, we do have ET, Josie P, with us. And so what I have here are actually a list of potentially habitable exoplanets, and these planets have already been discovered. And I'm gonna have her see if there's a specific planet that does pop out for her, and then from there we'll be channeling those beings, assuming that they're completely benevolent. And so yeah, so we'll go ahead and take it from there. And also, I did want to show you some cool stuff I have. I have this awesome hat. I think you can see it. Okay, I think you can see it. And it does say oneness on it. And this was actually designed by my friend Karina. And she also designed this top as well. And it says stargaze and chill. It's one of my favorite tops. I love it. You can check out her store through etsy.com/shop/interstellar designs, and I'll go ahead and put the link here as well for you guys. Please check it out. Her store is amazing. And of course, once again, we have Amber Amrhein, who is an amazing medium, and she will be channeling Josie P as well as the other beings from the exoplanets as well. And we're gonna see how many we can get through, and if we have to go through any other planets that aren't necessarily on the list, we'll go ahead and do that. And alrighty, well, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so hey Amber, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And how is Josie P?
She's good.
She's good? Okay.
Yeah, she's just kind of like bored.
She's bored. She's always bored whenever we start talking. What I wanted to do was go through the planets on this list, then you tell me if one just sticks out, and then let me know if there's any life on the planet. And then from there, we can go ahead and channel the beings on that planet if it's okay with everybody involved.
Yeah, we can try. We'll see what happens.
Okay. You know, hopefully they'll be benevolent and willing to talk. Okay. So Josie, are you ready?
Yes, she's ready.
Okay. And alrighty. So the first one is Kepler 438b.
Mm-hmm. She's just like been there, seen that. It's nothing special.
Okay. Alrighty. So Kepler 296e.
This one is a little bit more interesting. It kind of has more of like an aquatic feel. It's more blue looking. Even the plants are like turquoise colored. The beings there are very mellow and are a little bit odd.
We like odd. How odd?
Just in their personalities and their mannerisms. Josie P does not really enjoy talking to them too much. They're very calm and slow, kind of like a sloth, but then they'll like all of a sudden get like, ah! You know, like they're just very back and forth. They just have interesting mannerisms. For whatever reason, they've been isolated in their own little realm for a while, so they don't have too much outside contact. So if a new being comes in their space, then they're just kind of like staring at it and like touching it and stuff, you know? Josie B's kind of like running away a little bit, so I don't think she really wants to connect with it.
Okay. Okay, it's okay. I'll keep going down the list here, and I guess what I'm looking for more is, you know, Josie, somebody like you that actually, you know, wants to speak and interact with, you know, humans from Earth.
Yeah.
And okay, so I'll go down the list. So I have Kepler 62E.
This feels a little bit more lush. It's a little bit more green. She's saying that these beings, she doesn't know them all too well, but they're usually pretty open for communication. They kind of feel like almost like a tribe or something like that, where they're very protective of their space and like people coming in, you know? So they probably wouldn't say too much, but we can try to bring them in if you want.
Let's go for a more lively bunch. How about how about Gliese 832c?
So this planet's coming through as like purple and blue.
Ooh.
The piece of it. They feel like she's showing me like they're like lounging around. Like it's a very like royal kind of environment. Not royal, royal's the wrong word, but just a very like calm and relaxing and like with like leaves fanning you and stuff like that.
Like the ancient Greeks.
Yeah. But their energy is very, it's either very subtle or very pure, so it's not coming through very strong.
Okay. Okay. K2 3D.
This planet has a lot of more like animal beings on it. All of like the energies associated with it are more animalistic.
Okay.
I mean,
maybe they don't want to talk. Okay, well, Josie, can you look at the list here? Can you look at the list here and tell me if there's one you see?
We'll see what happens because I don't know if I'll be able to translate their dialect. Okay. We'll see.
Okay.
So, alright, I guess because he's kind of an unknown, he's not really allowed to fully take over right now because I don't know him, so we can talk to him and ask him questions and then maybe try to like bring him in after that just to kind of get more accustomed to him.
Okay. Okay, so do you have a name?
Whoa. So it kind of sounds like this. Humphrey.
Okay, can we call you Humphrey? Humphrey? Okay. Is he okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hi Humphrey. Alrighty. And can you...
He kind of grunts a lot. He's like, like after you say that, like you can say yes, he's like,
That's his yes. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself, Humphrey?
His dialect almost sounds like Icelandic a little bit. And I don't think he knows how to speak English, so we're going to try to figure out a different, let's see. Okay, he's saying he's saying he is the son of some god, but I'm not understanding. It's kind of like a god of like a mountain range there. That kind of sounds like anchovies, so that's not right. It's basically like his father is the... Oh, alright, so it's kind of like how we have like Mother Nature and Father Sky or whatever. It's kind of the opposite, whereas the father is the land in itself, or the mountain range. His mother would then be the atmosphere around it. So he is in control of the middle grounds. He's like showing me pictures and like acting it out, and then it's like swimming. It's like, and then he's like creatures in the waters that kind of look like a half seal, half platypus thing. He enjoys those. I guess you could say it's like swimming with dolphins out here. They have those creatures out there. In their world, there are a lot of bugs and stuff in the more three-dimensional realm of it. He's showing me he's like smacking one. The blood is like orange and pink, like swirls. It's
interesting.
He's showing me a house, but it's not his house. I think it's like his... It's like a hut, and it has... Or like a teepee kind of thing. And it has like some windows in it, and it has like a nice little opening. And inside it's empty. I want to say that's probably kind of like the meeting grounds for him and his people. They do meditations and exploring, so they use that as a place to astral project to like different areas.
Okay, so kind of how if there was a shaman here, you would go on like a type of a shamanic journey.
Yeah, he seems, instead of them being more about technology or things like that, you know, they're more about the spirit and like traveling through with the spirit, you know, instead of like traveling
like through like a spaceship.
Yeah, exactly.
So he believes he's the son of a god?
He is. He is.
He is the son of a god. Okay. So Okay, so interesting. And now does that mean like God in like a religious kind of a sense?
The god of the mountain range.
Mhm.
So just basically the energy that makes up that set of mountains is a big portion of a specific area. And the being that lives within that is his father. This being starts there and then roots down throughout the rest of the planet. So basically, like the whole earth part of the planet, you know, like the whole bottom part is that God. God represents, you know, whereas the atmosphere above it, so like the clouds and like everything else in the air, like mother energy, he comes from them. So he's like in the middle.
Okay. Okay. So in God, like we're not talking about source, we're talking
Kind of like mythology.
okay. Okay, interesting. And what does he look like?
Um, it was funny because he was coming through to me, but I wasn't really like taking a good glimpse at him. So when I went to look at him right now, he like blurred up and then like smiling. It was like all ready to go. He's an energetic being. He can kind of change his appearance, which is what he did right now. Before was coming through more like a kind of like a caveman almost, where he had long hair. You know, he looked a little scrappy and stuff. But now he's kind of changed himself to be all clean cut. However, I don't feel like this is his true form. He was coming through that way just for it to feel more comfortable to me, because now that he's showing his true form, he kind of looks like Cyclops a little bit.
Oh, okay.
He's got kind of like a big eye, but it's like on the diagonally on his head. He has a nose, but it's not like ours. It's a lot flatter, and they're like little, almost like a lizard. How like a lizard's nose looks, how it's just flat with little like holes. He can open his mouth really far, like. Since he's an energetic being, he's just kind of changing as he goes, you know, because it's like he'll show me like teeth and then they'll go away. He's just very fluid. But his energy looks like blue and white, or like blue and silver. It's very shimmery.
Okay. And so the way that he's appearing to you, is that how he would look in like a 3D version of him?
Yes, but again, since he's an energetic being, I guess he can alter it. So he's changing. I guess maybe he's just showing the different ways in which he could come across. That like his energy allows that.
Okay. And how do the physical beings look on your planet?
The beings that they have right now are all pretty small. They have those weird like flying insects, and they have a lot of different types of. There's a lot of flying kind of bugs and stuff. I'm seeing like these ones that have like a long body, but it's pretty fat. Like it's a good few inches wide. And they're like a yellowy orange with like red dots up their spine. And they have these weird like the bottom goes out like a V. They're not like stingers or anything. I'm not sure what they are. And they have like little arms. Right now it's really windy. I'm getting like a lot of wind, a lot of like whirls of stuff, so it's kind of hard to see a little bit. Because he's an energetic being, and that's kind of all that they really have right now. You know, it's hard for him to differentiate what's his realm and what isn't, just because they're all one right now. You know, he's like the son of everything. So everything is like equal. So it's weird for him to have to put things in categories. They have weird fish creatures that kind of look like tadpoles a little bit, but they're a lot bigger. Maybe like an eel, kind of.
Oh.
Let's see.
And are they like how our eels are not necessarily considered intelligent beings? Would these be more considered intelligent? Would they be able to be?
Yeah, they're very intelligent.
Okay.
I think out of all the beings, those are probably the ones that have the strongest or the highest level of consciousness. Yes, they're very intelligent.
Like more than a human?
That's a tough comparison. It's a different type of. It's just a different type of being, you know. So it's a different type of reality.
Does Humphrey have maybe any messages for humans? I don't know how much he knows about humans or if he knows anything about us really, but does he have any messages?
He says he hasn't been able to really speak English at all whatsoever. And now that you asked that, he just said, "You stink." Like, oh, so you understand that. You know those words. Out of all the words.
Why those words, Humphrey?
I guess we just have, well, I guess me in particular. I showered, I promise. But I guess since he's not used to communicating with humans, you know, I guess my odor, or the odor of humans, are just different than what he
Humphrey! Amber smells like roses. What are you talking about?
Because when you said roses, even like the idea of smelling flowers, like to him, it smells like poop. Like it does not smell good. Just like I guess a different, I don't know, different sense of smell.
Yeah.
Different sense. I'm right now the smell of his home, and it smells like you know when you have like a towel that's wet all the time and it starts smelling like rotten water.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the smell is, and to him that smells good. Like that smells like home because he like gave me a waft, and I was like, "Ooh, it's not good." We have different.
Yeah, yeah, Humphrey. I mean, if we smelled that, we probably would say that stinks. What does he have to say about that?
He's like, smells good.
Josie P, what do you think of Humphrey?
She's like, he's a little dirty for my liking. I feel like the whole time she's just been standing behind him like this. Watching him.
She would.
And she's not trying to be mean by any means because I think she's more like, what the hell? She's just more like intrigued, I guess. He went over to like shake her. He's getting all warm now and like all. So he went to go like touch her. You know, I guess that's their method of like instead of like shaking hands, they just kind of put their finger on you. And she's like, "Oh no, it's okay." So walked away. She likes him from a distance, but he's just not exactly her cup of tea. You know.
Okay. Gotcha. Josie, do you see any beings on that planet that perhaps is your cup of tea?
Not particularly on that planet. She's like, I prefer my people, thank you very much. Like, I don't know why you're making me talk to all these strangers. She likes to communicate long distance, but to like be upright in front of like these people kind of weirds her out a little bit.
Well, is there something important that we can learn from them, from the planet, from the people? And Humphrey can speak, or Josie can speak, whoever.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there's something you can learn from everything, you know? They're very much all connected to Source and, like, all just one. Even little flying things, you know? Everything is completely interconnected. And there's no... They're very simple in regards to, like, emotions, you know? There's no really anger. Like, the closest thing to that would just be confusion. You know, there's no, like, anger. There's no, like, frustration or like ill intentions or anything like that. You know, everything's really calm and like pleasant. He's showing me because they're so interconnected, you know, they're able to kind of like channel through another being. For the high energy beings, you know, if they want to like trade places with something else for a day or something, they can channel through each other. So like if he wants to be one of those little tadpole things, you know, he's able to just for a day.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like all their souls are just very like they're all combined, so if they want to like move around real quick, they can.
That's pretty awesome. I would love to be my dog for a day and see what that's like. That's
also, I think, allows them to understand
yeah.
each other more, you know?
That would be great if we could all do that here.
Yeah.
There'd be no war, there'd be no poverty, just be all love. We can definitely learn from you guys. And, okay, well... Humphrey, is there anything else you wanted to say?
He said, I like fish. Fish good.
He eats fish.
I've got to say though, he's like picking up on things pretty quickly. Like the translation happening, you know, he's like coming up with words that he couldn't say before. It's like pretty good, pretty smart.
Oh, that's awesome. Could humans live on that planet?
Yeah, they could. It's definitely kind of like things that would need to be learned in order to fit in well, you know? Like only certain levels of human would be able to. 'Cause otherwise it would kind of ruin the nice flow they got going. You know, as long as people there are able and willing to connect with everybody and make like a nice community with them, you know, they totally can.
So we'd be able to like breathe the air and all that stuff, or would we need something?
It would definitely take some getting used to. There's like a lot of dust in the air, so like there's strong winds and the winds carry a lot of dust, and I feel like since it's foreign matter going in your throat, you know, you could get sick for a while. It wouldn't kill you, but it wouldn't feel good. So I think it would take a little bit of adapting to it, or even some kind of like air purifiers or something like that. But yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Humphrey. Thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it.
He's like, wait. He's telling me it's kind of like if you go to a place of extremely high altitude that you're not used to and you get sick due to the high altitudes, like migraines and like, you know, a lot of health issues could arise from there. It'd be kind of like the same thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you. Maybe one day we'll be able to visit you on your planet.
He said was like goodbye, namaste.
Aw, thank you so much. That was really sweet of you for coming because you totally didn't have to, and you're learning the language for the first time, so really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he did good. He really changed. He was very skeptical, but then you're like suspicious, you know?
Warmed up. He opened up. Yeah, we're going to have to bring him back. So right now I wanted to see if maybe there was a planet that Josie P was maybe more... if there's a planet that she would rather talk about. It doesn't have to be on our list here.
Okay. She started talking about one, but I guess it's like her private little island. So she's like, oh, and I'm like, oh, she doesn't want anybody to know about it. She's fine with talking about it, but she doesn't want to talk about its whereabouts.
Okay.
But she doesn't mind talking about it. So in this planet where it's located, it's kind of always, ooh, it's so cool. So it's always like nighttime. Well, more like evening. It's not pitch black, but it's pretty dark, you know. The sky is like a nice, like middle kind of blue color, not too dark. And there's a lot of water. It's like a huge beach almost. It's very small. Yeah, it's basically like an island, but in like planet form. Okay. And there's a whole bunch of like glowing fish and things like that, or like little speckles of sand. Just things are glowing everywhere, which is a really cool like contrast to the like darkness of the sky. Everything's kind of like everything's glowing. Sorry, my cat's about to say hello. There are the water. It's a very simple planet because even the water, like it's not water. It's something else, but it looks like water. So like the liquid isn't even deep, really. It's very shallow, and like you can literally just like walk in the water to the other side of the planet. But all of the little beings are glowing. They're small. And they like to like, almost like a cat, they like to rub up on you, you know? Mm-hmm. And she's saying their skin has some kind of like oil in them that is like nourishing, I guess, to her. Even though her skin is very delicate, here she's able to just be in her skin, you know?
Nice.
Like, yeah, and like strengthen it.
Cool, so she goes in physical form.
Yeah, she's saying it's more... said it's more enticing that way, but I don't think that's the right word. It's just it's more.
We can feel everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The floor of it kind of feels like sand, but it's interesting because they're like beings too. They're like these creatures like move with you. Like you can even stand on one and then it'll like take you to the other side of the planet, you know. Those creatures are able to go in and out of the water. It's like almost everything in the water is like moving, you know, it's like all something. The water substance or the liquid almost feels like what you would like imagine like if you were swimming in like boba or something. So even the like liquid is like balls of like different beings, like everything is
That's
something.
so awesome.
The shore is full of some kind of like, I guess, kind of plant kind of thing, but they're not plants. They're more of just like these energy beings that are kind of about a teal color as well. They're shapeshifters, so they just kind of take whatever shape they want. However, they're all very organic shapes and kind of look like plants almost. But you can like mold within it, you know. It's like they're very friendly and they like cuddles. So if you want to like relax on it, you know, you can kind of like mold it and like lay on it. But everything's like, they have like a shimmering outline, you know, so everything's like all glowing and stuff. It's cool.
How cool. Have I been there?
Huh?
Have I been there? Have they taken me there?
This is Josie P's special place. I don't think very few being, well, very few in her circle know of this place.
Oh, okay, so this is like her private spot, her getaway to get away from everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go to a place like that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay.
Well, one day, girl. One day, I promise. We'll go.
Okay.
Go on a girls' trip.
Okay, cool. So on this planet, is the life mostly like the glowing fish and the type of sand that's alive? Is it mostly like that? Are there actually beings like you?
That's all there is. Those are the beings that are there. It's interesting too, as you get closer to the island, there's kind of like a humming almost. It's like a buzzing, but it almost sounds like a song. Like all their frequencies create this song almost.
Oh my gosh.
It's really cool.
I want to go to that planet. That sounds so pretty.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect getaway. Oh my gosh. God, okay, you have to take me and Amber to a planet like that if you won't take us to your special spot. Deal?
So yes.
Okay. Is Jadiel there?
Yes. He's like, I'm always there.
You better be. Oh, so sorry, Josie P, was there anything else you wanted to say about the planet? Sorry.
It's just like, I'm out of here.
Love you. Oh, she really left?
Bye, you too, yeah. Yeah, she just took off.
Thank you.
She just like waved behind her, like, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, she's good. Okay. Hi, JDL.
He says hello.
How about you? Do you have a favorite planet? Besides Earth, of course.
Ooh, this one's interesting. So, this one, I'm kind of, it almost feels like it's a meteor just because it's going really fast. But I don't feel like it is. I don't know what it is.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you would consider it a planet or a meteor or what exactly, but it's some kind of like, something. It's moving incredibly fast. It's like spinning and like flying around. But it's kind of like an orange and yellow. It's made up of a lot of different kinds of rocks. The part that he's showing me are like spikes. They're these like big spikes that you can kind of climb and like hang on while it's like spinning around. So it kind of feels like a roller coaster.
Oh, cool.
Because these spikes are really long. Maybe like 100 feet high. They're really high. He's on the top holding on, you know, and then he like dropped off and it's like almost like a trampoline at the bottom. Something just like flew back up. So it's interesting because even though it's rocks and they're spiky, everything is really soft, I guess.
How cool. I want to go there. Have you taken me there yet?
He's saying that it's like it's like a mountain climbing expedition, so it's very intense.
Rigorous.
But he says that he wants to hike there. Camp there. You guys can camp there.
Okay, let's do it. Amber, do you want to come?
Sure.
All right, let's go camping. What's the name of the planet?
It's something that sounds like Armados. Yeah, it's like AARMDO. Whoa, and then it got so all fancy. I thought I knew, and then it like added all these letters at the end.
Is this planet in like a far-off galaxy?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing we haven't discovered that planet then.
Yeah. It's also moving really fast, so it would be hard to
take a photo of it because it's just going so fast. Yeah. So on this planet, are there... Go ahead.
What's interesting is like the inside core of this planet is kind of like, I guess, where you could camp, and there kind of keeps you, because when you're on the outside, like it feels like you're on a roller coaster. You can feel the like flying around everywhere, but once you go to the inside core, you can't feel it. Everything feels still.
How cool! Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun.
So that's where you would camp, because you don't want to camp like, flying around everywhere.
How cool! And is that a planet we can go to physically, or does it have to be astrally?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, no, you can't go to that one. That one's a little dangerous, so I don't think you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if we were to go through astral, we would still be able to feel the sensation of like the trampoline thing and like the 100-foot stick thing. Okay. Okay, well, what's your favorite physical planet? Like, how can we like actually go camping and have the whole Earth type of experience?
Oh. Like Earth?
Not Earth. Pick a different one.
He's like, I never really thought of that before. I feel like with everything, there's always some kind of something to get used to, For example, with like Humphrey's planet, you still could get sick from the dust and stuff. Mm-hmm. With other ones, it's like the beings could be a little bit like. He's showing me one where it's like the beings are kind of trying to, kind of like the one that Josie P didn't like, where they just kind of stared at you, but they're more of like into like poking and prodding and like wanting to like open you and like, oh, what's going on?
Let's not go there.
So they're just, I feel like every planet would have its, something about it that would make it a little bit difficult to just fly over. Because it'd all be different, it's like if an alien came here, we're not just gonna be like, oh, cool, an alien, be like, whoa, what's that,
Yeah.
There is one, but it's pretty barren. He's saying it's basically like the safest one you could go to, though, but it's kind of all just like sand, and that's really about it.
Is there anything like Earth, though?
There are, but each would have its drawback. You couldn't literally just like go and camp there. That's all. He's thinking about camping. You couldn't just go to any planet to camp because everyone would have some kind of something, Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess that would still be cool just to go camping on another planet. Like, how many people can say, yeah, I went camping on another planet?
Yeah, but I mean, there's still some drawbacks.
Well, I guess there's always going to be a drawback.
We have delicate bodies,
Oh. Well, what if you wear your suit? Does that protect you at all?
Oh, he means humans.
Oh,
us. Fine, but humans have delicate bodies.
What if we wear your suit?
Oh, if we wore his suit?
Yeah. Would that help?
I mean, yes and no. It protects him for certain things that he needs. However, he's like an energy being going into a body, whereas we already have a body, and that body doesn't really, he doesn't need to breathe oxygen and stuff like that, so it wouldn't allow us to do that, you can wear like some kind of like space suit. just to get through the space portion, you know, or just to protect from anything outside.
But Jadiel's pretty delicate too, right?
Yeah, but with his suit, he's fine. He can't do anything like crazy, but at planets like that, he's fine.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out. Okay. Well, is there anything else that you wanted to say?
He's just saying, well, in particular, you know, it's like because he's taking this conversation very seriously, and he cares about you, you know, and he doesn't want you to get hurt or get injured or like get sick. So he's being very particular in the planets he's choosing, just because he doesn't want. He's like, if we're really gonna go camping, he doesn't want you to get sick, you know. He wants you in like the best environment you can get in.
Okay. Well, I mean, there has to be one out there. It doesn't have to be like tonight. We could wait on it. Maybe if you want.
He says he'll think about it. He'll explore.
Okay. Anything else you wanted to say?
To like you or to everybody?
Both.
Well, he's kind of like, well, I don't have anything to say to everybody. He just wants to talk to you privately. Well, he's got a lot to say. He's just excited and he's happy with the journey you guys are on.
Okay. So I think we're good to go. Okay, well, thank you so much, JDL. This is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your favorite planet with us. And me and Amber are definitely gonna have to go camping with you sometime. And
Josie's really loud. She's like,
and Josie P. Of course, you're invited. I thought you left.
It's getting louder. She's like, well, he got a formal goodbye. I want one too. I was here first.
Goodbye, Josie P. I have all the love in the world for you, just like I do with JDL. And thank you both for being here. And also thank you to Humphrey as well. And of course, thank you to Amber for having to deal with this. and of course, everybody, thank you so much for watching. And until next time.